Our pharmaceutical plant in Novosibirsk has been on the pharmaceutical market for more than 20 years. Last year, the company's management decided to improve the processes at production to optimize the operation of equipment. At a general meeting on the development of production, the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory proposed to update the analytical and laboratory equipment. Using analytical equipment, they monitor the ratings of moisture level, melting time, dissolution, hardness parameters, thickness, abrasion, viscosity. Many analytical operations to determine the quality of raw materials, finished products, we conducted on obsolete laboratory equipment, which often did not provide indicators of verification. I worked 10 years at the plant as a leading production technologist, and I was tasked to find and deal with the purchase of an analyzer of dissolution, degradability, fraying and hardness of tablets. I began my search, having clarified in advance the necessary parameters of the desired list of devices, with the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory. He suggested choosing a compact and modern analyzer, with the ability to regulate the speed of the blade. The engineer advised me to first contact the manufacturers of the equipment. They provide warranty service, drawings, operation manuals, and installation of manufactured equipment. I followed his advice. I chose one company on the internet that manufactures pharmaceutical equipment, went to their site, and wrote a letter specifying the desired parameters and the capabilities of the machines. I needed to be able to buy all the units in one place. A week later, I received the answer that they do not produce dissolving hardness analyzers, but can develop and produce it at the request of the customer by the end of next year. That was too long for us, so I decided to look for other equipment manufacturers. I found a company on the internet from China that makes various laboratory analyzers. I called them and asked if they could supply the equipment listed. The manager asked for my phone number and said that she would call me back in the evening, when she would check with the engineer of her company about the availability of all devices in production. However, she did not call in the evening. I contacted them the next day. The manager said she had forwarded the request to the design department, and she would get back to me when she got an answer. This seems strange to me. When do I wait for an answer? How long to wait for an answer? Not a business-like approach to the customer. After a series of failures, I gave up looking for analyzers on my own. Then I remembered that at the Forum of Producers of Equipment for the Pharmaceutical Industry in Moscow, I met a specialist who was engaged in selection and supply of laboratory equipment for the production of drugs. I found his business card, and before contacting him, I decided to check whether he really deals with the supply of machines for the pharmaceutical industry. In order to do this, I found his website and studied the information on it carefully. I liked that the website was up to date, with video clips of the equipment and many contacts for communication. I also noticed that the website had been around since 2009. I agreed to consider it. The manager sent me by email the passport and the instruction manual of the equipment. He also offered to perform the delivery on turnkey basis. I liked the suggested variant of the equipment, and I agreed it with the manager. A week later, we signed a contract for the delivery of the analyzer of 4 parameters of tablet. 30 days after signing the contract, the manager called me and told me that the equipment was ready, and in a week it would be delivered. The equipment was delivered according to the contract in 30 days. The equipment, as I wanted, was compact with simple and easy controls. There are 3 tanks and 3 blades arranged in a single row. The main parts of the equipment rotate smoothly and flexibly. 2 shredders that rotate synchronously. Automatic stop is provided. Tanks and blades are made of stainless steel. The lab engineer, and myself included, were pleased with the 4-part analyzer option offered. Choosing an analyzer was not easy. I went a hard way. There were obstacles and failures, but I was lucky. I met a specialist who solved my problems, gave competent advice, and left positive emotions from communication.